Welcome to the Crypto Teacher Stock Channel. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, of course, we're going to go over some funny news, but of course, it is reality. The stimulus package. Now we have Nancy Pelosi says they're getting closer. Now, guys, we know they've been riding this until the election. We're going to have a stimulus package. We're not going to have a stimulus package. We're going to have a stimulus package. We're not going to have a stimulus package. Just playing the Hegelian dialectic. And of course, the masses fall for it. Now, guys, we know, like I said at the beginning, I told you they're going to get as close to the holidays as possible, because they want the masses to hand those checks right back over to the corporations. So we know what's about to happen. Now, guys, we also are seeing, getting into the actual news, we're also seeing a lot of consolidation, and especially in the oil market, because we know what they said. Hey, we're going to be going away from oil. So, of course, if you're an oil company, what are you going to do? They're going to consolidate. And we know once the big guys have all the oil, then you know they'll drift right back to it. Because we know China hasn't said they're getting rid of oil. It's just us saying we're getting rid of oil. We know China's still using oil, guys. And of course, the other Asian countries. But definitely China is the big one because, of course, they're going to move up. That is the new empire. If you don't believe me, go to my Crypto Teacher channel. Look up my channel videos. They are definitely the new empire. The dragon is going to rise. Now, guys, getting over into the actual stocks, don't forget, guys, Spac mergers. Spac mergers are big. These are billionaires with these fake companies merging these other companies together. Nothing but shell companies. Guys, take advantage of it. I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But, of course, what do we do? Follow the money. Do your own research, but follow the money. Instead of them doing IPOs, they're going through these SPAC mergers. And of course, crypto, most likely, that's how we're going to get on the stock market. Now, of course, we have alternative energy has hit an upside. JP Morgan is talking about that. I went over it. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they're getting out of oil and moving over to renewables. But we know they're still going to have a big piece in oil. Oil is not going anywhere. Now, basically, we have big tech earnings this week, guys. Big tech earnings. Now, basically, on Tuesday, it's a big week, a big day. So we know on Tuesdays, the Fed does what? That's right, cut that $500 billion check. But we have Microsoft, Pfizer, Merck, 3M, AMD, of course, Chip, Caterpillar. Caterpillar is a good one, guys. Plus, they do dividends. And Eli Lilly. But all this week, guys, is going to be a big week. Just like I said, this is earnings week. Do not forget to look up the earnings calendar. We know that tech controls 70% of the market. So guess what? If they're going to tank the stock market, which it will happen, we're going to take a little correction this year, but the big correction will be next year, is going to be these tech companies. So you know, okay, I need to move my money around to make sure when it drops, then I know when to go in. We know the ones that are going to go right back up. Remember I talked about the Kennedys. So we know all the electric vehicles, charging stations, all that. Yes, all the stocks took a hit during the Great Depression. But it was certain ones that they knew that were going right back up. We know the ones that are going to take the hit, but they're going to go right back up. Same way, what do we do during the C word? All the stocks took a hit in March, but if you had your money on the right stocks, and I put that in the Crypto Teacher video free of charge, put all the stocks that were going to go right back up, and what happened? They went right back up. So guys, just make sure you're doing your research, getting yourselves in position, because this is something that you wait for decades. Only you get this chance probably once or twice per generation. So, guys, it's definitely a big opportunity. You have the stocks, and then plus you have this new economy, crypto, blockchain, all that good stuff coming. This is your time to set your future. But, guys, it's all I have for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and spread the channel everywhere. And then also, guys, do not forget to check out the Crypto Teacher channel. So therefore, you're learning the new economy, blockchain and cryptos. You have a wonderful day.
China's Ant Group clearing that final hurdle for that massive IPO, which could become one of the biggest, if not the biggest in the world. Dee's got more on that today.
Absolutely. You know, I spoke to a source this morning who told me that bankers are now targeting a valuation for Ant Group that could be north of $300 billion. Last I'd heard it was north of $250 billion, but it is notable. Take a look. JP Morgan, that market cap is about $313 billion. So we could, and I know I've been talking about this, see Ant Group with a larger market cap when it debuts than all 5 of the biggest U.S. banks. I'm also hearing that we should be expecting pricing early next week, and this works a little bit differently over in Asia. It's listing, remember, in Shanghai and Hong Kong. It takes a little bit more time, so we could see that debut just days after the U.S. presidential election on November 5th or 6th. I'm also told that the cornerstones in the Shanghai part of the offering include Alibaba and Temasek, among some other big institutional holders. Alibaba is likely to buy enough to maintain its current stake. That was through a filing. The Hong Kong side is likely to have more international pool of investors. Bloomberg reporting that T. Rowe, UBS Asset Management, and Fidelity are all looking for a piece of this blockbuster IPO. And Carl, valuation leads to a lot of questions. Will it be valued like a financial services company or a tech company? Certainly looking more like a tech company. And Jack Ma famously said, John, that this is a tech fin company, not a fintech company. So he wanted emphasis on the technology here. So that was clever. And who knows, we could see it debut north of $300 billion, which would be absolutely massive.
Jack Ma, miss seeing him. And November 5th, right around the corner, but it feels like it's a decade away with everything that's got to happen between now and then.
Well, you know, I'll never give up hope. I'm optimistic. We put pen to paper and have been writing the bill based on what we hope will be the outcome, what they said they would get back to us on. Here's the thing. For us to do anything, I want to just say to our friends out there who are suffering, and the country is suffering, working families are suffering, millions more into poverty. In the month of September, nearly 900,000 women left the workforce. So we have to act.
When a deal cannot happen before Election Day, because as you note, millions of Americans are suffering. There are 8 million more in poverty. Right. All those women that dropped out of the workforce, presumably, I would think a lot of them probably dropped out because their kids are doing remote education and they have to be home with their children. Thus, they're giving up paychecks. They need help. When's the drop-dead deadline for them to get this help?
Well, I do think, you know, as I say, we're ready. We can change some words in the bill should they come back with some modifications. But you mentioned schools. Children should be safe in schools. We can make that happen across the country. It only takes more money, and that